It is Saturday, and you're watching The Biggest Beauty Project. Here's the thing about travel with me. I don't like it. There are a lot of things in this world I would love to see. A lot of places I would love to go, but if I can't be back in my bed every night, no thanks. It's a sad fact. But let's pretend that I have managed to get the teleporter in my basement working, and could be back in my bed every night. I would love to see so much. Like, if I listed everything, I'd pretty much cover the entire globe. There are a lot of parts of Asia I would love to see. I would love to go to Japan. I have a friend in Singapore I would die to visit. Australia, oh my god, so many friends and so much beautiful landscape that I would like to see firsthand. I am Norwegian by heritage. I have met a few of my Norwegian cousins. They've come over from Norway, and I've always said, you know, if you're ever in the area, if you're ever, you know, down the street. So maybe someday I would love to be down the street and visit. There are a lot of parts of this country I would love to see. When I was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there, my grandma needed to visit her mother-in-law in Kansas. So it was my grandma, my mom, and us 3 kids in a car. In a car. Let me say that again. In a car. 3 kids. These are brave women. Not sure I would be that brave. And this is, you know, long before there were Game Boys and, you know, that kind of thing to keep a kid occupied. Luckily, we were very into reading and car games. Oh, the car games. The alphabet game, where you have to look up, you know, you're trying to find all the letters of the alphabet first. I still kind of do that one in my head when I'm driving down the, well, not when I'm driving, but when going down the road, I can't help but sort of subconsciously look for the alphabet. And anytime I see a Q or a Z, I think, oh, I wish I were playing right now. Anyway, so we went to Kansas, and we took like 2 weeks doing that. So we drove a week there and a week back, and we took a different route on the way back so that we could hit as many interesting spots. We didn't do, there were no men along. Or let me stereotype for a moment. There were no men, so it wasn't a straight shot. It was a let's see what's over here, and let's visit this while we're on the way. And we took a nice, leisurely path. That's not to say it wasn't scripted, because my grandma, I wish I'd inherited any portion of her organization skills, but she was the most organized and schedule-oriented woman I think that has ever existed. So she had a whole triptych, and everything was planned, but fortunately she's also, though she's very kind of scheduled and organized, it's not to a point where she wasn't flexible. When I was 19, I flew to New York, because that was where my first love lived, and that was fun, although we did not see any of the sights of New York. The only thing I really saw of New York City was from the car window when we took a quick spin around, it was summer, it was hot, it was muggy, and we were on our way to meet his mother, and that was, I don't even remember the car ride that much. I just remember that there were tall buildings that I couldn't really see very well out the car window. And but he lived on Long Island, so there wasn't a whole lot of the city to see. I mean, my trip wasn't long enough to go sightseeing. Happy trails. Love you guys.